Basically, what I did is I was working on my Blackwing deck yesterday. I mean, my Blackwing deck, and then I realized I'm getting kind of bored with this. So I was like, gravekeepers. And then over the course of this month, I've been building gravekeepers. It's missing 4 cards, but um, that those 4 cards would make it not a budget deck. You need a BLS and 3 Thunder Kings. I don't think that would make it a budget deck if I put those in. You could run a Chaos Sorcerer and common Thunder Kings. Um, but alright. Basically, how you win with this deck is you get out a spy, and then you flip the spy up, and you special summon out any level 4. Then you either book the spy or you use Wind Up Zen Master. Flip the spy back down, flip it back up, special summon Exceed. Wind Up Zen Master again, flip it, spec another one. Then you can Exceed if you're scared again. So now you're at now you have 2 Exceeds out, or you could hold off if your opponent isn't a good deck or anything, or if it's a really good deck, you might want to Exceed there. But yeah, if you're scared or something, or if your opponent isn't if your opponent just wants to get rid of your spy, so he's getting out something big, and get a Necro Valley out so they can't destroy your spy because it has 2,500 defense. Then next turn, flip spy back down with Wind Up Zen Master, flip back up, get another level 4, Exceed, use that Wind Up Zen Master, get rid of it, flip back down, flip back up, get out another one. Next turn, flip back down with one of the Wind Up Zen Masters, flip back up, special summon, Exceed with the 2 right there. So now you wind up, now you have 3 Wind Up Zen Masters and spy. Use another one of the Wind Up Zen Masters set, flip back up, special summon another one, then Exceed with the spy in that one, and you can just totally fill up your field with Exceeds. And if you have problems getting that, which of course you're gonna have problems with that, you use your Malefic Stardusts and make your opponent sick. Yeah. Okay. Here's the deck. Standard 3 commanded. 3 assailant, not standard, but yeah, I'm not being competitive with this deck, and I'm not putting that much money into it, and I'm not getting rid of my Blackwing deck for this because I think my Blackwing deck completely destroyed this. 3 recruiter. 3 descendant, but yeah, this is the main this is the actual launching of this deck. That other video that I made was the day I came home. I used this deck in a tournament because I wasn't expecting to do good in that tournament, and I completely got destroyed. But it wasn't this deck. It was a bunch of stuff from my Blackwing deck put in here, like Pot of Dualities, Thunder Kings, Trap Dust Shoot, 3 Spy. The only thing that I borrowed in here was the extra deck. Then I borrowed a few cards. 2 Dyna, Fossil Dyna. You can get them into Fossil Dyna lock by setting this card, destroy everything special summon. They can't special summon. If you get a Necro Valley, then your opponent can't use their graveyard, and they can't special summon, and they lose all their special summon cards. Malefic Stardust to make your opponent sick. Plague Spreader, Morphine Jar. Morphine Jar pluses 4. And then Gale. But Morphine Jar pluses 4, think about it. Set Morphine Jar. Flip Morphine Jar, draw 5. Because you don't have a hand. You just plus 4. Because you used 1 card to draw 5. And that's ridiculous. I don't know why people are not running it. It's ridiculous. Book a Moon, you can book your spies and flip them back up and go all insane. Necro Valley, really standard. 3 Necro Valley. If you don't run 3 Necro Valley with these, you're not a good player. World Tribute, completely destroys your opponent. Lure of Darkness, make up for Pot of Dualities, and it's common, it's cheap, goes to the budget. 2 Steel, because it pluses 1, and it adds consistency to the deck. Mirror Force. 2 compulsory common adds to the really cheap way of the deck. 2 bottomless and 2 deck dev. These make your opponent sick. That's what when I keep saying make your opponent sick, this is what I mean. Because you can just give your opponent all these kinds of diseases and stuff. If you're good, then you know what I mean. I think a deck like this, it was called like Malefic Gravekeepers, and he ran 3 Malefic Stardusts and 3 diseases, whatever they're called, Deck Devastation. And he won like some big tournament. I don't know. Okay, YCG podcast. Put it in the description. Check them out. 2 Mistworm because I can't afford Trish's, and they're really easy to get out. Stardust for the Malefic Stardusts. 2 good level 7s. Black Rose Dragon Age Fairy Dragon. A good level 6, just because in the situation that you might need to, you might as well, you know. Wind Up Zenmeister. 3 Wind Up Zenmeisters. Of course, I don't have 3 Wind Up Zenmeisters. I have 2 Utopias and Wind Up Zenmaster, but 3 Wind Up Zenmasters and Utopia, because you could destroy your opponent with Wind Up Zenmaster. As long as you're able to keep your spies out there, because you have Necro Valley, I don't think your opponent's going to be able to get over a monster with 2,500 attack in, like, what, 2-3 turns. They might be able to get over it if they destroy it or something. But, again, 2,500 attack's really high. Comment and subscribe.